What's up, everybody? Thanks for downloading the Voice of Bedlam podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Santoro. We're rocking in today with Blank 77 off their new split with the Parasitics. But let's get into football now. This is the free agent frenzy. Things are going crazy. But let's introduce the co-host first. We got my main man, Devil John, on the mic and on the boards. John, what's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the Panthers camp as well. So, I can't wait to get deep into this deep content because I felt like I blinked for like 2 seconds and then like 5 more players went and got outside.
Yeah.
I was like,
and got cut and then re-signed.
Yeah, yeah. Although, we have a retraction, gentlemen. We have a retraction automatically. We called a certain someone going to a certain team, but that was not the case because he did not re-sign with Denver.
Are we already getting rolling and talking about Brock Osweiler and the Denver Broncos? Now, this is definitely the lead-off story. There's a couple other good ones, but okay. So let's set the scene here. John Elway drafts Brock Osweiler, has him schooled like a genius behind Peyton Manning. We're kind of starting to look like the prologue of Aaron Rodgers' transformation from coming behind Brett Favre, all right? So that's how everybody's setting everything up. And then the whole mix-up kind of even goes even worse than it does with Brett Favre. Happens to Brock Osweiler. Manning stays in, wins the Super Bowl. Brock Osweiler is saying that he's upset, ended all negotiations with the Broncos, left and headed straight to the Texans. What's up, Sean?
What's up? I guess it must be chopped liver because I didn't get introduced at all.
I know. What's going on?
Hey, John took us right into Denver, man.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm sorry. No, because
I'm just glad to be here on a Thursday. It's my first Thursday show, so I'm happy to be here.
Well, it's a hectic free agent day. So what are you thinking about Brock in Denver?
Well, I said on the last podcast I thought he was an idiot for not signing with Denver. They just won the Super Bowl.
He ended up smart, though.
He got paid.
Yes, he did, to the best. What I've been saying the whole offseason, the best team, if I'm a quarterback I want to go to, the way everything's set up right now, the Houston Texans.
And they got Matt Forte now. They got DeAndre Hopkins.
I think Matt Forte went to the Jets.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm sorry. Dang, man. I'm getting, there's so many moves going on right now.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm losing my mind right now. No, it's Lamar Miller.
Yeah,
right?
Lamar Miller.
Yes, Lamar Miller went to Houston.
I'm like, what the heck, man?
Dude, he did not. They don't value running backs. You guys see his contract? He didn't really get that much cash, dude. I don't remember the exact number. I don't have it in front of me.
Lamar Miller, you're talking about?
Yeah, Lamar Miller. He didn't get a big.
Well,
he's a running back.
He's not a stud running back, though.
He had a decent year. He had a nice year, though. You're right, though. He's a running back, and he's not the.
And he played in Miami, where they didn't really value the run that much either.
All right, but let's stick over. All right, so this Osweiler thing is a whole snowball effect. So Brock Osweiler, 100% is a Houston Texan. Bob McNair is giving him $72 million over 4 years for Brock Osweiler. All right, so now that turns into what happens to Brian Hoyer, who is Denver's quarterback. This whole thing just exploded. It involves half of the league, it feels like. So where do you want to go first with this? Now, is Hoyer, I think he's just a casualty. Does anybody care about Hoyer? Is he going to go back to the Browns? Is he going to go to the Jets? What's going to happen with Hoyer?
Brian Hoyer he's kind of just a guy now.
Exactly, but
he's just a guy.
If you need a number 2,
Okay, so you just straight up backup. You don't think he ends up on one of those teams?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think he'd be a solid number 2.
Okay,
and
we'll see. I agree, but there's always, just like Ryan Fitzpatrick, you're always thinking Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to be the backup, and then he ends up starting. I think that might happen with Hoyer. Okay, and now, so we got the Texans really, are they putting it together? But who knows? Because Osweiler is unproven. When he has played, it's been mixed. So how far do you think he could take the Texans in the next 3 years?
if he can, he's got a target out there.
Yeah, he's got DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes, he does.
And not only that, that defense is nothing to shake your fist at either.
That
I wouldn't want to go up
tough.
against that.
Yeah.
They definitely improved their offense, that's for sure.
So, they're making moves to this time not be the joke of the league.
I mean, they got rid of some what appeared to be dead weight in Arian Foster. And they're really.
What happened to him again?
He was mostly hurt.
He just
got
got
cut.
Well, he's just been injured for. He's always been kind of injured.
He's made of glass.
And when he started last season, all the reports were coming out that he was thinking about retiring. Then, after he got hurt, he didn't know if he wanted to do it anymore. Yeah. So I said right then he was dead. Because to me, you know what I mean. It's more mental than it is physical. So that was the same thing I was kind of saying with Steve Smith, but Steve Smith's wired a little different. I think when you put it in your head that you're going to retire, I think something changes in you. And as you can see now, you know what I mean? Now, where's he going to go? I don't think he's going to. I think Arian Foster's done.
You're probably right about that. I mean, he might get a second chance.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to do it.
Right, you're right.
The game of football is just really brutal to the body, man. And not only that, he's his diet, he has to load up because he's, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's vegan, so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. He has like a...
Arian Foster. Yes, I've read that too. Yeah, I knew that too. I thought we were talking about
So with that being said, you need a lot of protein for your muscles and such. So you're
absolutely right.
Eating, so in a vegan diet, you're eating a lot of
cardboard,
avocados, a lot of nuts, and
cardboard.
Oh yeah, cardboard. No, I don't know. Yeah, it's mostly that though.
All right, but let's keep things moving here.
Yeah.
Because now this leaves the Super Bowl champs, and this leaves. Okay, so Super Bowl champion Brock Osweiler goes to the Texans, and who's going to replace him? I mean, you got Kaepernick out there, and he's the one that they're saying Denver's really pushing to get a trade off with San Francisco, somehow get Colin Kaepernick to them. But Cap's also being pursued by pretty much everyone else who needs a quarterback, like the Jets and the Browns.
Exactly.
What do you guys? So what are we doing with Cap? What's going on? Is Denver going to get him? How's it going to go off?
He's not a free agent, so
no, it's going to be a trade.
Yeah, it has to be a trade. So I mean, we still don't know whether or not Chip Kelly is really,
they just won the Super Bowl.
Chip Kelly does not want Colin Kaepernick.
They just won the Super Bowl. They don't care about the giving up a pick because it's the last pick.
Well, yeah, exactly. And did you hear what else, though? They basically came out and said, because everybody got all upset over this, Brock Osweiler's hurt, John Elway's insulted. They sound like a bunch of girls. I'm sorry.
They called it because they played it completely wrong. The way that they did that, man, I salute him for going out and getting paid and going to another team, because if you treated me like that, you're lucky I don't spit in your face with the disrespectful way that you treated me. Because if you're saying, because like I said the last podcast, if you are one day not talking to me and then 2 days later all of a sudden, hey, I want to throw money at you because you're my guy now.
You're my last hope.
You're my last hope.
So he kind of walked out, finger in the air. I hear what you're saying there. To be insulted, to be
second fiddle to Captain Noodle Arms, get out of here.
I was more talking about Elway though.
Elway, he's a coward now. What is this cowardice moves? And not only that, they had to put a franchise tag on Von Miller. Why couldn't you get a long-term contract?
Go back and listen to it. I said, thank you for reminding this. When they franchised Von Miller, I said this is really going to screw things up with Brock Osweiler. And that's exactly what it did. I mean, it may not be the straw that broke the camel back, but it definitely contributed.
Most definitely, because that is most insulting. Because if you're one day, not even the guy to get even a phone call returned to answer questions, and then 2 days, now you are the guy. You're the BMC now. No, that's not cool. It's not cool, and good for you. You have a decent team that's building over there, and good luck to you.
Okay, but now, the next biggest thing. Did you have something else you want to say on that, Sean?
Just that Brock Osweiler, a lot of people were saying, they were confused as to why he would he said, and I think I quote here, I'm going to a team that's on the cusp of doing something great.
They are, though.
They are, but he left a team that just won the Super Bowl, and to me, that's just lip service. He's just playing it up to...
He's going to try to pull the Peyton...
He's playing it up
right
to
away.
He's playing it up to the Texans, like, you know, whatever. Like he's saying things.
Everybody's gonna do that. He's a new quarterback.
Exactly.
And you know what? And now it's like, and this team loves me. My other team rejected me. They put me on the bench. That's kind of what I meant. I kind of see. I like the way he left like that. That is cool. But it kind of seems like that's how he felt.
But at the same time, when you look at just what he said, it doesn't make any sense.
And I don't know what you mean. Clarify.
Because he left the team that just won the Super Bowl where he could play again next year and potentially make a run in the playoffs, maybe even win another Super Bowl, and instead he goes to Houston.
Yeah, but Houston is a contender. If they have a quarterback,
I'm not saying they're not, but when you're talking about just what you heard out of Brock Osweiler's mouth, to me, it doesn't make any sense because he's saying that he's leaving... You know, he's leaving to go to a team that's on the cusp of doing something great.
But he was already out.
He was just in Denver, and they just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got you.
Indeed.
All right, how's everybody doing out there today? Thanks for tuning in to this special edition Voice of Bedlam podcast. If you want to take that next jump with your business or company, you need to come over and advertise on the Voice of Bedlam podcast. Get your ad heard by thousands on a reoccurring basis. Just click buy now and send us your info. Thanks a lot, guys.